Are you like most golfers where you'd love to be more consistent in golf? Do you hit fat shots, top shots, halfway up the golf ball, and those stinging shots that really frustrate you? Well, today I'm going to share with you exactly in this video how you can be more consistent and a better ball striker and a better golfer, very simply. So the main reason golfers are inconsistent is because how this trail arm works, particularly in the downswing. Today I'm going to share with you how we activate this trail arm to work correctly throughout the whole swing, but then that gives you that consistency at contact that we're all looking for. So we want the trail arm at address to feel like it's pointing more upwards into what I call the give blood position. So almost get your palm facing straight to the sky and get that elbow into this position here. From there, rotate the lead hand back, and you'll see here my whoop on my hand rotating. So rotate that hand back so the lower forearm is rotating and the hand is able to put itself onto the grip in its normal fashion. But this elbow feels like it's tucked in. So again, I call it the give blood position or the dumbbell position with the trail arm. From there then, during the backswing, we're looking for this arm to fold and bend, only a tiny amount in the initial part of the golf swing, and then stay pretty static is how I would describe it to the top of the swing, so it doesn't overbend and it doesn't work behind us too much in an internal position, and it doesn't have to change too much in terms of an external position. It kind of stays pretty static as I would describe it. So we get it to fold and bend a little bit initially from a bent position at address, and then we keep it what I'd feel is pretty the same shape. Then in downswing, we're trying to feel like this elbow widens a little bit and comes down in front of the right hip, and as we go through the golf ball, transports and unloads the club, presenting some shaft lean and a square club face at contact, and then exits inside our shoulder line. So the shoulder plays a huge role in this. So the idea would be, it wants to be kind of under the shoulder, opposite the shoulder, under the shoulder, inside the shoulder as we would work. And I'll share with you very shortly an exercise I want you to do and hit some gentle shots to really help you feel this transport your golf swing into a better movement. So what the poor golfers do, they tend to set up with the arm too high and out. So this elbow would point out away from my camera here, out in sort of a diagonal direction. Then in the backswing, quite often it overbends and wings and goes behind our back line too early and too much. And at the top of the swing, the arms and the elbows would spread. So when the elbows are spread, we get very much a narrow golf swing and very much an underturned golf swing. And then from there, it is almost impossible then to get the arms and elbow to be in front of the body as we would swing down. So it tends to go behind and trapped or massively over the top, both of which obviously we do not want to see. We want to see that elbow work correctly. Just like if we were going into a more natural mode of picking up a ball and throwing it, you see how my elbow works kind of under my shoulder, in front of my hip, and inside my shoulder if I was going to throw that ball. So that's pretty natural to do, and if you all got up out your chairs now or on the range and picked up a ball and threw it, you would find that elbow finds its natural place pretty easy. It's a skill we've learned from kids. Now, when it comes to golf, when we start standing in the wrong place, it then becomes obviously hard to get the elbow to work correctly. So what I want you to do is take your step to a ball, put your lead hand behind your trail elbow, make sure that elbow's in that give blood position. Then in the backswing, keep pressure on the elbow as we swing back, so we get that natural arm position and that natural kind of fold. We feel the arm just rotates on our fingers a touch. And then from there, as we go to the top of the swing, we keep that pressure on, which keeps this elbow more, if you like, in front of our body rather than behind our body. And it keeps it in that correct kind of bend and angle of bend. So it doesn't go too deep and too internal. It keeps it more in that more external shape. I quite often talk about arm wrestling when I talk about these elbows. So if we were winning the arm wrestle, we'd be like this. If we were losing the arm wrestle, we'd be like that. So it's definitely going to feel either a neutral hold in the arm wrestle or slightly losing the arm wrestle if we were to have it anyway. Then on the downswing, we keep the pressure on the elbow. And we try and feel as the arms driving and the body staying closed as we reposition this elbow in front of our trail hip. Obviously this arm is going to lengthen ever so slightly, but it's not a huge amount. It's certainly nothing that's too conscious, but we're really trying to get this elbow to be in front of our trail leg and trail hip, whilst the club head is behind our hands. And then when we go to the golf ball, we're trying to keep the same shape, but the arm is then unloading and the club is being thrown to get the natural release that we'd want. The forearm is also going to be rotating down. That helps close the club face. And then from an exit point of view, this elbow works inside our body like this to make sure that we have a neutral into square to in path. If the elbow went to the right, the path would go more into out, which for some people that's not such a bad thing, but then you get a lot of hand manipulation to get the ball onto target. So if we're looking for the perfect golf swing, this is how the elbow and arm would work. And this drill, this exercise, if it's done in practice swings or even hitting some shots, which is what I'm going to get you to do in a second, will help you feel and transfer it to your natural swing. And we're also looking for, all the time, for influence in your natural swing, not always this is the new swing and you've got your old swing. It's influence. Can we do this a few times, a few minutes a day, that transports into our natural golf swing? So let's try and go ahead and hit one. So hitting is hard. You might want to use a short club and you might want to tee it up. But even if you just do it gently, don't worry too much about how well you hit them doing that again, but making some efforts to hit a golf ball just makes it more transferable. Practice swings are gold, and doing them in front of the mirror or a camera, just feeling the positions, is a great way to start understanding how that arm should function and work. In summary, we're looking for the trail arm to lead more in the downswing. And what we're looking at is the journey of the trail arm to make that feel more automatic. Doing this will make you a more consistent golfer, I guarantee.